So I'm out here in my backyard getting some vitamin D. It's really sunny and beautiful today. Um, it's strangely warm for this time of the year. Um, we are, today is December 29, and it's today's high temperature is going to be 63. I think it's like 56 right now, 57. And yeah, it's just beautifully sunny, and the sun feels so good right now. Yeah, clear skies, like clear blue skies and sunshine. So I came out here. I do have to water the lawn, and you guys, I'm really loving how beautiful the lawn looks at this time. I went ahead and seeded my lawn that was kind of patchy. It was still not. I'm working on. I was working on getting my lawn back, and Bermuda. I mostly have a Bermuda lawn, and Bermuda goes dormant in the winter, so it does turn into this like a brown color, like a tan brown color. And I wanted some green color in the winter, so I did use ryegrass, like that winter ryegrass. I've done that before, and this year I wanted green. I wanted to have green in the winter months, so that I don't know, there's something about that luscious green color that makes me happy, and it's uplifting, like it uplifts my mood, and it kind of makes winter more enjoyable, and I don't get so impatient for things to start waking up. When everything's asleep, like I get really impatient, and I feel like winter just takes forever to leave, because I miss that green foliage and like color in the backyard. So so I'm glad I did that this year. I do, however, don't have a I don't have a sprinkler system installed. I used to several years ago. I don't have a current sprinkler system, so I do hand water everything. It's not that much I have to water, so it's not too bad. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be watering the lawn, and I don't have to water a lot because it is winter, so it doesn't get so hot, so we don't get a lot of evaporation. Like the water does kind of seem to stay in the ground longer, so I don't have to water as often because it is cooler. So yeah, so I'm happy about that. And then so let me just walk you guys through the yard and let you guys see what the yard looks like right now in winter. And then yeah, today is the 29. I think today's the 29, 30, 29 or 30. Yeah, 29 or 30, I don't know, but like New Year's Day is right around the corner. It's just like a day or two away. You guys, do you see that in the back? I don't think I've made a video since I got my shed. I finally got my my little shed I wanted. Let's just walk through here, and I'm loving it. I was able to clean up. I do have tables and chairs out because I did have a little family gathering for the holiday, for Christmas, well, before Christmas, but so yeah, those are just like I can fold them and put them away, which I need to. And now I have storage to do that, so I need to store those tables. And I have my shed I've been wanting for a while, and I'm really happy about that because it keeps my yard nice and tidy and clean. I can put a lot of stuff that I need to just put away and store, like all of my tools and yeah, chairs, tables, ladders, all the stuff that I have, which is why my yard is looking a lot cleaner. And I'll bring you guys in closer. But this is what bring you guys in closer to show you. It's just a little 8x8 shed, and it did come pre-primed, and I did have to paint it, so I just painted the shed like the same color as my house to kind of match the house. Let me show you guys what it looks like. There it is, and I did that little paint the paint job on that, and it wasn't fun. I didn't really enjoy that to be honest. It has these little tiny little grooves like the finger width, and I had to get a little tiny brush and do all those little crack, that little wedge, because the roller couldn't get into those little cracks, so that was annoying. And then the little trim was not too bad. Like the hinges, I do have to clean them because I didn't tape that part. So but this will come off because it's like stainless steel or something like that. But other than that, it was not too bad. I did get the job done in like 2 days, I think. Like one day to do all the sides, and then like the trim was like just a few hours of the following day. But that's what it looks like, and then I'll show you the inside. I'll show you what it looks like from this side. Just have a little space right here. But look at that. Isn't that pretty? That winter ryegrass seasonal. I still have to clean this little area right here. I still have plenty of space, so I still have a few little things I have to clean up, but it's a lot cleaner. I did manage to get all the stuff that was over here from my garage that I pulled out of the garage. So that's what it looks like. And then you can, if you see green, or those are just the evergreens, like the loquat, the citrus, evergreen. These 2 citrus trees are looking really good in this little corner over here. And then there's that seedling citrus tree, looking still pretty good. No protection. You know, it has been very warm. So I think the coldest temperature that I can remember was 26 degrees. So right below freezing. And it was like for a few hours, I think, one day. And other than that, I think we have dipped below. We've dipped right below 32 and kind of stayed there, but nothing like really harsh. So it has been a warm winter so far. Let's see. Sometimes when that happens, like we could get something late. But like I got all my stuff in here, and all this stuff was out before. But there's a little door, that little latch. Yeah, I like the people. This company is good so far. And it does have like a warranty, so I think it's like an 8-year warranty on certain things. But I got a little bench right there. It's plenty big for my stuff. I don't have too much stuff, but I have all my tools and in here, and yeah, lots of a nice little storage space. My glove, probably windy. I think I left it on one of the tables and it must have blown away. Let me close this. So I'm really enjoying this. I just have a key so I can lock it. There's a little latch here, and this is from Shed World. So yeah, I'm happy with them. They were it was a easy process. So deciduous trees here. The pistachio is asleep. So you're only gonna see some of the evergreens, like the citrus. So there's another little citrus. That is the Nagami Kumquat. And when I had the guys installing, it was like an on-site install. So when they were out here installing the shed, they did break some of those branches from that. But it's really close, so I don't blame them. Like it's really, really close, like in their working space. I'm just glad I didn't have to remove it. So I did prune it, and then that's it. I pruned off the branches that had been damaged. So that's another little evergreen, another little seedling evergreen citrus right there in that little tomato cage. But let's go, maybe let's go this way and go through here. Oh, there it is. So I think it'll be okay. So I have a little evergreen there, and then these are asleep. My pawpaw looks really pretty, but it's asleep now. I do remove the like during the summer months, this thing is covered because it's really, really hot, and it tends to really burn. It does great with our winters. This thing can take some really crazy winters, I think. I did prune my my pomegranate a little bit, left it less bushy. It's a double trunk. It's getting a little bit taller. The quince is asleep. Let's go through here. So you can see some of the evergreens, that citrus right there. I think it's in, I don't remember the name, but it's a hybrid trifoliate with an orange. What is it? Citrange. It's a citrange, and you can see unprotected, December 29, winter time. Still doing really good. It's still kind of growing. And then the pineapple guava is pretty hardy. The olive is pretty hardy, so that's what it looks like right now. So I'm glad I have those evergreens along with the lawn. It just makes me feel good. I have a little hammock. I like to sit here. Make sure there's no bugs on here. Oh, there's not. I do like to sit here and just enjoy the garden. So yeah, I'm glad we have those evergreens because I do have a lot of deciduous trees, and it could get pretty sad in the winter. It can get pretty sad. That's a little fire pit. We were burning wood when my family was here. But yeah, it can get pretty sad, so I am incorporating a lot more evergreens. We have a little silverberry over there that's evergreen that should get a lot bigger. Pineapple guava, the olive, and this little citrus tree here. This one's really hardy because it is a hybrid. See that tri-leaf? I did prune it. And then we have that rosemary, so a little evergreen. Another citrus tree there. There's one in the back I bought two, and you guys, I think I lost one. It just looks really, really dry and dead. That is an Indian hawthorn. I gotta water that one. That one's alive, so it looks like it's still green. It's sad because they're a little bit expensive, and yeah, it looks like one of them mated, and the other one, I have no idea what happened. Same care, but sometimes it's just the location, or yeah, I don't know. It just, there could be lots of things. It could be any number of things. But look how lush this rye lawn, the winter rye lawn is. Isn't that pretty? Pups are over there sunbathing. I did manage to get my Christmas lights up a few weeks before Christmas. That was a hassle, but I did get them up. They're still on. I should probably turn them off. It looks pretty at night. But yeah, so I'm just gonna water the lawn a little bit. I did get those like pygmy date palms recently, and to kind of cover up this, I don't like these panels here. We have like these panels. It does a good job of covering them. This is like one of our electrical panels here, and then we have solar panels, so we have other stuff like another meter over there, and then like a cable box over there. So I kind of wanted to hide them so they're not so noticeable, and I think it did the trick. I think it does the trick. Let me show you. See, you can still kind of see them, but they don't look as ugly. So I think it did good. I did check the label on those, and I think they don't really like the cold weather. I think they can go down to 32 or right below 32. I think it's like low 30. I think it's at 32. But we do get colder than that. But it is in a porch, so I'm hoping they make it. They overwinter and they grow for many years to come. These self-watering containers. I'm not in love with them, but they were very expensive, so I'm gonna keep them. But I might drill some holes for drainage because a lot of stuff that I put in there has rotted, like root rot, because it doesn't have, it just maintains way too much water, it maintains too much moisture, even though I water like once every month or something like that, because the water just doesn't evaporate, and then it ends up rotting the roots and you get that root rot. We have these here too. They're also self-watering, and so yeah, I have to be careful with those. With this jasmine here and this one here. I need to fix these because it's so windy. I think I'm gonna tie them to the actual 4x4 here. It gets really windy and they tend to want to move and like tip. I think I'm gonna do that same thing with that one. But yeah, I might drill some holes too because the drainage is not good. So I do like the idea of these self-watering containers, but the plants don't seem to like it. I think plants really like drainage. But yeah, so yeah, that's how it's looking right now. Let's walk through here. There's still some spots that need to be filled in, but it's overall, I'm really happy with it. The pomegranate tree, I did prune that a little bit. See how it's like less bushy down here. So it does kind of have a single trunk, then it splits. And I'm creating like this like canopy up here and kind of cleaner down at the bottom. But there's light can hit those plants that are tucked behind it. I don't want it to block too much of the sunlight. Trifolia. It's kind of evergreen because the bark is evergreen, like it's green, and it does get like a really pretty fall color, and then it does leave. It's like deciduous, so it does like lose its leaves. This is not a true citrus. This is a trifoliata. I don't know what I think that's what trifoliata something. That's like the scientific name. It's related to citrus, and there is crosses, which the one on the opposite side is a cross. And you notice that this is does change color into reds and orange in fall, and it does lose its leaves. And this is super cold hardy. And the other one that's on the opposite side, the citrange, which is a hybrid between this one and an orange, still has all the leaves. Like, it does not drop the leaves, but it is cold hardy. So it's gained some of that hardiness from this parent, but kept some of the characteristics from the orange, where like it doesn't drop the leaves, and it doesn't like, it also doesn't change color. Like, it doesn't get those oranges and reds. This is very similar to a deciduous tree, where you get that fall color, and then you do get the leaves to drop, and it looks really pretty when the leaves fall because you get all those needles. Kind of cool looking, super sharp though, you got to be careful. But yeah, that's what the yard looks like right now. Yeah, well, we had a party, so that's why there is alcohol. But yeah, there's more evergreens here. The cactus is pretty evergreen. The satsuma is trying to come back. It had a bad summer. It got really beat up in summer. So that's what it looks like right now. The blood orange looks okay. It also got beat up in summer. And then the pineapple guava looking pretty at this time. Evergreen, so little by little I'm getting those evergreens in here, because you could imagine like it gets pretty sad if it's all deciduous stuff. But I do have more options of deciduous things to grow than evergreens. So it's kind of hard to find evergreens that I want to grow, or at least that produce some sort of edible something. Oh, there's just a little stump of my old peach tree, but I have another rosemary. Let's see. Oops. This is pretty. It's a nice color. So yeah. Oh, and then back here, tucked away over here in this little corner, I have my other citrus that are not as cold hardy. They're more of your typical limes and oranges. I gotta get rid of this. But this is a Valencia orange, and keep in mind it has been a very warm winter, but still it's like unfazed. This did get it's kind of it doesn't have a lot of leaves, like foliage. It looks a little bare because that was an insect issue during summer and spring of this year. It's almost going to be a new year, but of this year, a few months ago, something ate all of its leaves. So it wasn't like it wasn't like a climate type of thing, like temperature. But here we are in winter and it looks great and nothing's eating it. So it did have time to regrow some of the leaves, and they're not suffering from the cold. Here's my lime. I did get a lime this year. It looks pretty good. They're tucked away here, like they're in the sun right now. They don't get a lot of sun. And here's a navel orange. So these three are doing okay, tucked away here. Need to clean up a little bit. I need to get rid of that slab there, this here, to keep it clean. I don't know if I want to put in some like stakes and some wire to kind of grow them more flat, like trellis, like a more flat and up against the wall, so that we keep the walkway clear or more bushy. I don't know I don't know if I want little bushes, espalier. I could do some stakes and run some wire, but if they're growing and making it through winters, this is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be nice. See, they're just wedged in there. If I can do that, I might want to grow some different varieties. I don't have a lot of sweet stuff, so I do have 3 oranges in my collection: Valencia, navel, and the blood orange over there. All right, so that's what everything looks like right now in winter, a very warm winter so far. I don't know what's in store for us in the future. I think last year we got like a really late winter storm, like in April, and like really messed up my plants and my trees. A lot of them were already like had broken dormancy and like putting on leaves and flowers, and then we got a winter storm in April and like damaged them. So yeah, it's just unpredictable, but we'll see how things end up. Yeah, so that's what everything looks like right now. I'm gonna get to work and do a little bit of watering. At this time of the year, I don't water too much. Like in summer, I have to water like twice a week, like the trees. But in winter, I don't. I have to like once every 2 weeks, once a week, or once a week and a half. Yeah, like a deep watering for the trees. The ones that are in containers get a little bit more water. That loquat looks pretty. But yeah, all right guys, so I will talk to you in the next video, and I will probably yeah, I'll talk to you. I'll make another video, and yeah, it'll be 2025. Yeah, a new year, so have a happy new year, and I'll see you next year, and maybe a spring video. So yeah, bye.